That's right, YouTubers. I am currently estimated to have a life expectancy of 1 to 3 years. So we'll get to that here in just 1 minute. Not at the end of the video. You don't have to wait that long. I'm not trying to hook you. But yeah, that is where we're at. That's right, guys. My name is Jeremy. I'm a single father of a little girl, full custody, and I am currently have a life expectancy of 1 to 3 years before I die. So we'll get to that here in just a minute. Pretty much making this channel, one, is like a journal for her and me in case, you know, things go bad. If we kick this thing's butt and it doesn't go bad, then it'll be cool to have memories like this. You can always go back and check out. In this video, we're gonna be going over the terminal disease, us moving from Florida to Denver here this summer, so you can follow along with that. We're moving to Florida. Getting healthy, staying sober, just coming up with my 1 year of sobriety on the 4th of April. Getting out of depression. I think I was in depression there for quite a while. Just reclaiming life and getting it all back. So just follow us along. You can kind of see how we deal with all this. Should be interesting. Like I said, life expectancy 1 to 3 years, so you could always have a friend follow us and subscribe also, and you can make a bet on how long I last, which is hopefully a long time. All right, thanks, bye. So this part is the end of the short version, and I'm kind of attaching on the longer version right here. It just goes more into depth about everything. So check it out and hope you enjoy. So, single father, kid in elementary school, 7 years old. Mother's in her life, full time, 100%, full custody. And as of right now, I have I'm diagnosed as 1 to 3 years to live without a liver transplant. So we'll get to that here in a few minutes. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But my name is Jeremy, and let me tell you a little bit something about what we're doing here. So I thought I'd start a YouTube channel for a couple of different reasons. That'd be cool, you know, if it gets followers and all that stuff and blows up. Hey, cool, something to do, you know, see where that goes. But I figure if not, that's cool, because I am diagnosed right now to have 1 to 3 years to live without a liver transplant. In case something does happen, I thought it'd be cool to like document everything, so my daughter would have like memories and like video of me. I think that's probably good for anybody to do, really. So even if like I kick this thing's ass, which I'm hoping to do, and I live to be like forever, then it'll still be cool because it'll be like memories to look back at, you know. Also, kind of doing this to hold myself accountable to get my shit together and turn that around so that I don't have a 1 to 3 year life expectancy. Speaking of which, subscribe, get a friend to subscribe. You guys could bet if I'm still going to be posting here in 3 years, or if I just disappear, you can find me in the obituaries. But hopefully I'll still be here posting. A little bit about me. I've been in pretty lows in the last couple of years. Physically, I'm just not happy with myself right now. I'm 40 pounds overweight probably. Kind of let myself go. Got this bad tooth right here. So I kind of try to smile like this on like this side. Gotta get that fixed. Got the medical issues going on. Gonna have to work hard on that. So to get into that real quick, I have cirrhosis. My MELD score is 11. It was 13. The lower, the better. With the MELD score of 11, I believe your life expectancy of 1 to 3 years without a liver transplant. If I can get it down to a 9 or lower, that jumps up to 4 to 14 years life expectancy. And if you can get it all the way down to 5, then you're really good. At least that's the way I understand it. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, or if you have some different information. I got cirrhosis from probably a couple of different things, but mainly alcohol. I was a bartender for a long time, and just drinking too much. I guess it caught up with me quicker than I thought it would, and I got cirrhosis of the liver. So get that, and then being overweight like I am, you get a little bit of that contributes to like fatty liver, which I guess contributes to cirrhosis. I know a lot of people with diabetes have fatty liver, also, so they can also get cirrhosis, I believe. There's other ways to get it. I also have neuropathy, which sucks. Actually, that's in my day-to-day life, that sucks worse. Neuropathy is like a nerve damage in my feet, so my feet are like numb and like they hurt. Pretty much after I wake up, and I'm up for about an hour, maybe 2 at the most, they start hurting, and they hurt all day long until I go to sleep. Some days are worse than others. I do take some pregabalin is what I'm taking. It does seem to help with it. With nerve damage, I guess it heals really, really, really slowly, if at all. So part of getting in shape is going to hopefully help with that. Heal quicker or heal as best as it can, because the neuropathy sucks. It feels like people sticking needles in your feet all day long, and like your feet are overheated, like they burn. It sucks. Obviously, the cirrhosis sucks worse long term, but hopefully I can turn that around. Like I said, my name is Jeremy. Sorry if I'm rambling on. I got a daughter who's in elementary school. I do have full custody. I know she wants to be on here, and maybe she will be in the future. I got to look into that, though. I know a lot of kids have YouTube channels and families have YouTube channels, but I need to look into it more just to make sure she's safe and see the safest way of going about that, and if it's even worth it. So we'll see about all that. Another reason we're making this video, if you want to follow along, which I hope you do, subscribe. We live in Denver, Colorado right now. It's where I'm from. I grew up in Denver, Colorado. We were living in Destin, Florida last year. Did that for almost a year. I'll get more into that later, but just it didn't work out as far as like trying to find a decent job and all that good stuff. So we're back here in Denver. We do plan on moving back to Florida this summer to the Tampa area. So you can follow along with that. You know, if you're ever interested in moving to Tampa or Florida in general, maybe you can learn from any mistakes I make or any tips I give along the way. Let's see. The other thing is where I'm at right now. So we're moving to Florida. So that's one thing we're gonna be doing. Me getting my life straight, getting healthy, so I can live longer for my daughter and for me, I guess. And just try to kick this thing's ass. So I'll be posting, I think, at least once a week, just to go see what the progress is. Right now, I just got out of surgery for something totally unrelated. It was supposed to be a minor surgery. It has to do with, I don't want to get too into the details for you, but pretty much I must have had some trauma. So I had a hernia a few years ago, and I had hernia surgery, and my balls got big and black and blue from the surgery because they're kind of down in the area. I don't know how that works. And that was supposed to happen, and then it went away, but then I noticed they didn't go back down to the normal size all the way, and then it was kind of growing. So apparently, and I can't prove this, but some kind of trauma, I'm guessing from the surgery, caused some fluid to fill up down there, and so it came like almost like a cyst. It's not a cyst, I don't think, but I guess that's what you would call it. But they had to pretty much drain it and take it out of my scrotum. So I got 2 little cuts down there right now, and that was about a week and a half ago. I'm just now kind of getting where I can sit up and walk around without being in too much pain, because it hurt. It hurt the first week. I took a couple of days off, and I was working from home. But even working from home, I couldn't set up, because setting up, I don't know if it's because of the gravity or whatever, would make them start to hurt. So I had to work laying down on my bed with typing with one arm. That sucked. So I won't be working out quite yet. I don't think I can for another week or two. I'll still post, but we'll really be getting into it here in a couple weeks when I start working out and everything. That's our plans. We're planning on moving to Florida, planning on getting my stuff together. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing with this channel. Everybody says you'll find your niche or whatever, so I'm sure I will find my niche. But until then, just kind of play around with a couple things, maybe do some reviews. I like reaction videos. I don't know if we'll get into that though. There's so many of them out there. I think I might do like a little, some videos on how I quit alcohol. Just for anybody out there that's trying to quit, that's having a hard time. I'm not saying I'm the guru or anything, but I can tell you my experience and how I quit alcohol. I haven't had a drink for almost a year. It's February 7th today, and I haven't had a drink of alcohol since April 4th of last year, which is 2024. And today's February 7th, 2025. So it's been almost a year. But I'll get into that on another video. Let's see what else. It's just gonna be a journey. It's a journey for us. It's hard being a single parent. I know people always say that, but man, you don't know unless you really are. Especially when you're a single parent, you're sharing custody. That's hard. But at least you get like a weekend off, or every other weekend off, or whatever. And I don't want to say off because I like hang out with my kid, but you know what I'm saying. But being a single parent, 100% all the time, all day, every day, it's rough. But maybe I get some tips with that. Maybe I'll do some videos like other single dads or even single parents in general, for any tips that I have. Although you guys could probably give me more tips than I could give you. But yeah, we'll see how this thing goes. Also, heard something about I might do like a Big Brother video once in a while, just for wisdom and advice of things I've learned through the years at my age. I heard somebody saying the other day, and this was interesting, that there's so much information out there. Good information, disinformation, whatever. But there's not a whole lot of wisdom out there. So like if you're younger, like you have so much information at your hands nowadays that we didn't quite have in my generation. I think my generation is like where it first started kind of happening. And definitely with the boomers and stuff, they didn't have that much information. And the younger kids just have so much information, good and bad. But as important as information is, wisdom is important too. So if anybody can learn from my mistakes, then hey, that's cool, you know. So maybe we'll try that too. I'm sure I'll be editing this because this is my first time even trying to do a video, and we're at 11 minutes right now. But stick around, like and subscribe if you want to like follow along this journey. I'll try to keep it interesting. I know right now it's just kind of me rambling on because I'm nervous, I guess. I don't know, I get nervous, but it's new to me. But yeah, just subscribe or come check us out, and then maybe subscribe later if you like it. I'm going to be trying different things, and we'll see where this thing goes. Trying to think of anything else I wanted to say. Also, I think that might. Currently, we are living at my parents' house. We're saving up so we can move back to Florida. We'd love to buy a house, but it's just not the same as like my parents are boomers, and like if you look at like what they made per to what the house costs at that time, it's just not even close nowadays. Like it's so much more of the average person's income, so much more goes to the average house price. Like it's just crazy, especially with all these corporations buying out properties and making them rentals and stuff. I won't get into that too much, but we'll see what happens. I'd love to buy a house or a townhouse or whatever. I'll buy a trailer at this point, but we might just be renting for a while. We'll see what happens. Because even though my parents are nice and they're awesome, it sucks living with your parents, with your daughter, when you're an adult. But a lot of people have to do it, so we'll see what happens. Trying to think what else. I guess that's it for right now. I'll probably add some stuff later to maybe even this video. and we'll see where things go. Hopefully you guys can hear me good in this video. I bought a new mic, but I didn't realize I didn't buy the connection to the phone as a connection to a camera, but not to a phone. And right now all I have is a phone. So I just ordered the mic. It'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully you can hear me okay with this loud, vicious dog barking. You're gonna see a loud, vicious dog. Lulu. You get him? You get him? You camera shy? Anyway, yeah, like and subscribe if you like what you see. Even if you don't, just subscribe anyways, because I said so. No, I'm just kidding. But check us out, and we'll talk to you again soon. All right, peace. Please subscribe, or at least give a like.